Okay, Happy New Year, everybody. Welcome back to my War Room section of Man Cave and my closing turns of a Central America victory games scenario called Contra Drive. We are at the air mission phase, so we've done some phases off camera. I think notably mostly insurgency movements, and the insurgency units that are turned sideways have moved. You can see what's going on here. The big news is scooting old boy on over there to that Prince. Oh, what the heck does that say? Prince Zapola or whatever little town. All right, well, I just captured that. That'll give me another 5 victory points. We were on 9 victory points. Add to 5 gives me up here to 14 victory points. So there you go. Now, also, I need to show you the vlog. Type in the message when we exchange emails. My opponent said that it is not looking good, but I told him to hang in there. We still have turns to make, a couple more turns to make before we call it a game. But what have I done with my insurgency units? I think I'm mostly consolidated my spots up here. There are some good spots here. Let me show you. If he wants to attack me, he's got to get that -2 die roll modifier for attacking across the river. So we kind of hunkered on down, or turtled on up there. I did make my mad dash. How long it'll take, if I'll be able to hold it or not, it don't matter, because underneath here, you can see I get 2 points. Oh, only 2 points for a town. I'm sorry. First time I capture it. So hold on. 9, 10, 11. So it's only 11 points. Victory points. I thought I got 5, but there's only 2. Where did I see that 5 at? Oh, yeah, there's nowhere to be. There you go. 5 points for a town, and the first time we captured. So, or rather, 2 points for a town. First time we captured. Alrighty, so it isn't 14 to 1. It's 11 to 1, and the communist player doesn't count his victory points till the end of the game. So I don't even know where he gets that 1 point from. How do you get that? Let me see here. RERD. See, oh, well, CRARD. Entrenchment destroyed. That's it. So he don't really get any victory points. That must have got moved. All right, he's at 0, and I'm at 11. There you go. Yeah, his victory points. You don't get nothing until the end of the game when you count up all the insurgency units that are on the board. So that is the proper score now, 11 to 0. And here's the brackets he's looking at to, oh, hold on a second, there we go. 18 victory points if he's at 7 or fewer, and so on and so forth. There you go. All right. Let me see. I think that is it. As for news, that's about all we got going on. Well, these units here, insurgency reserve markers, they only moved 1 or 2 hexes, so we broke out the insurgency reserve markers. We haven't seen those in a while. And I did manage to get an insurgency unit adjacent to a hex with a anti-aircraft site. So we're going to try a little bit of guerrilla warfare and to try to destroy that sucker, get us some more victory points. All right, when we come back into the air mission phase, I got the freedom of the skies, because every turn my opponent uses his offensive capability, or his interceptors, as ground attacks, and he does not leave any for interception. So we got a full complement, which ain't much. It's just these AC-47s. It must be equipped with some Gatling guns or something, or bombs. I guess they could have bombs in their bomb bay. I'm not sure how that works, but yeah, that's all we have, is a few of those, and maybe, I think, a total 4 attack factors, which ain't much at all. So we'll see what we want to do with our measly attack factors. We do not have any attacks going on. We're on a defensive right now during this turn, so let me make sure, look everything over, and we'll be right back. All right, well, I had a little plan to be bold. We bombed that Messiah radar range once and knocked it out, but it really is for no purpose, because there's no interceptions going on. Like I said, he's using his aircraft, his fixed-wing aircraft, for ground supports and not really worrying about interceptions. But I was thinking about going and nailing this little base here. His air group number 2, where he has all of his air groups. I can probably scrounge up 4 bombardment points, but the only thing is, when you look here at these diral modifiers, air facility, target hex contains fortifications. That when I point to Hood that's a fortified airport. And that target hex at Point to Hood also contains an undamaged SAM. So we're looking at -2 to start with. There you go. And if we were attacked by a Nicaraguan non-mobile SAM site, we also get a -1. So there's 3 -1s there. We can only come up with maybe 4 bombardment points. Yeah, I don't see that happening. So much for that. Yeah, that airport's pretty much untouchable. Right here at Point to Hood Airport, Air Group 2 and Electronic Warfare. Also has a SAM site, or anti-aircraft. I guess that's, looks like a SAM to me, but whatever. And a fortress. It's not an entrenchment, it's a fortress. That thing is set to go. And he also has it occupied with the TR Turk Insurgency Battalion. Just an insurgency unit, so. Alright, let me go check out my air missions and we'll be right back. Alright, then we are coming from Air Group 3, deep inside of Honduras. With a mission. And here we go. We got 2 units down there in this used pile. And the minimum you have to inflict the minimum amount of bombardment points in a hex to bomb a unit is 3. So it's 3 minimum, then up from there. I could have thrown another one there for 4, but why? We'll just keep him in the available for some reason. I don't know. But anyway, we're going there with 3 bombardment factors. Coming from Air Group, where we at? 3. And our target is this little Special Forces paratroop unit. See if we can't reduce him with a nice big die roll. He's out in the open too, which helps. Last time we tried this, the canopy in the jungle was definitely a hindrance. So out in the open sounds good. We got 40 movement factors, more than enough to get there. And let's see what we can do with our old Special Forces bombardment mission. Be back with the Allied die roll. Let's give us a good. Oh, we want the big 6. So we'll see how good that does us. We got back. All right, Allied die roll is a 3, and I think with any kind of with any kind of modifiers, we ain't gonna make it. Nah, it's saying nothing on here. So there you go. Minimum of 3 terrain feature ground unit bombardments. Yeah, you see, you need a minimum of 3. 3 won't do it. We missed it by at least 2 or 3. All right. So that'll take care of my air mission phase. Let me see what I want to do. I got my CIA Chinook in there. Let me go over and make sure that takes care of my air missions. We'll be back. All right, no more air missions. No more combat air missions. We did have 2 companies of Hueys, and we transferred them up here. Now we have to look at load capabilities because I do see these both have a 1. But I don't know how much it would take to move a unit. We also have our Special Forces. I think that's a battalion. So you want to make sure we have load capacity. It might take 2 of those companies of Hueys to move him if I wanted them to move. So they're just going to be rotated. I guess that's 90 degrees. And we will put the rest of the units on top to represent the fact that they are not loaded. There you go. All right. There's my hex. 2 Hueys, UH Hueys move from here, or rather from here over here. I have a helicopter assault capable or parachute capable units there. So we want to do something later if we can hold off. Other than that, I think that's going to be it. Ground combat, I will have none. Reserve movement. Oh, what do I want to do with my reserves? I think I'm going to take the markers off of them and not do nothing. Oh, we do have to have a ground combat. I'm getting too ahead of myself. Insurgency units can't take towns on their own, so we make sure we got everything. I think I'm going to have an intrinsic attack with the local police, or rather local forces. So let me check that out real quick. We'll be right back. All right. Well, basically, if insurgency units move into towns, population centers, with a regular unit, it's all good. They can capture the town. If they're without a regular unit, they have to have a combat and hex during the ground combat phase. The insurgency units do not blah blah blah. The insurgency units cannot enter or contain enemy ground units or with beyond that unless the scenario allows this. Insurgency units using insurgency movement when they enter one of these hexes. Alright, don't have. Alright, St. Town Report has an intrinsic defensive value of 1. That's it. Okay. Receives a +1 die roll modifier in combat. Yep, the insurgency unit gets its +1. Alright, well that's good. We will see what's going on here because my insurgency unit only has a combat factor of 1. So it's a 1-to-1 attack with a minus or with a +1 die roll modifier for the insurgency unit, as you just seen. So let's go check this out. That will be in the clear. Well, we'll have to go that. That's a swamp hex. So we'll be using that terrain feature here for the initial combat ratio. It's the same thing as a forest. 1-to-1. No column shifts because it's just this little intrinsic battle with the local police force. But it'll be right there with a -2 because we are an insurgency unit. Be back with the unmodified allied die roll. Alright, 3s are wild here lately, so we're going down here with the 3. Come on over, come on over. Ooh, that's not good. Yeah, I gotta take a hit, but I don't have to retreat. So let me find out what that result is. Let me be sure it's a 3. Might have been looking under the wrong one. Nope, they're all 2s. Or they're all attacker 1, no retreat. So I think I just take a hit, flip that unit over, and I stay there. We capture the town. I still keep my victory points. So let me see here. Flip the old boy on over. We stay put. Let me make sure that's right. We'll be right back. Alright. Well, I was wrong. And I don't get to take the hex. Oh. If the result is of the combat calls for retreat or a step loss to the population center, the insurgency unit or stack is allowed to remain in the hex. A retreat or a step loss to the insurgency unit or stack forces it to retreat from the hex. So there you go. We're going to take a step loss and get out. We will we'll retreat right up here. Turn him upside down because he retreated, but the locals repulsed the insurgents. There you go. I do not get that hex, and I do not get my victory points. My victory points here are still at 9. Oh, wrong victory point marker. Keep it at the 1s. And we're still at 9. Oh, shit. Oh, God. My opponent will be like that one. All right, let me inform him, update my vassal log, and that'll be it for ground combat. We went through air missions because we missed our ground combat. Second insurgency to spam it. Oh, let me check that out. Be right back. All right, I'm going to take advantage of the rule and disband 3 insurgency units. Get credit for insurgency command points, which I don't need because I have 30. But then I can bring these units on next turn on the insurgency placement phase at full strength. Oh, that's one of the bad things about this scenario for the communist player. First one attempt is going to be, let me get my chart here. And here you go. Insurgency command table. The first one will be in a swamp. Oh. And we'll get a +1 die roll modifier because it's our home country. Be right back with the V-logged modified die roll. No question about that one. So this unit here that just took a hit and was retreating, he'll be flipped on over, put onto the insurgency placement part of the game turn track. I will get credit with a insurgency command point from 30 to 31. And our next target's going to be the Special Forces unit. Now, if this Special Forces unit gets eliminated, he can't be rebuilt because it takes, which is definitely realism in the game, it takes too long as a specialty unit to rebuild within the time of the game. Within the turns, it's too long within the time frame of the game to realistically train special forces. So what we're going to do, it doesn't say anything about you can't disband them, so we're going to take a little disbandment attempt right here with a +1 die roll modifier. That last one was in the clear, so it's a good thing we had a 6. Oh no, it wasn't. It was in a swamp. All right, we were good there. This one here is in the forest, so we're under the same column. Looking for a high number again. We'll have a +1. Disband my special forces paratroop units that have taken a step loss. We got a 5, and that does it too, underneath the swamp forest. So he will be disbanded, flipped over onto his full strength side, and put onto the insurgency placement part of the turn record track. Now to do that next turn, you can see we're past that. So next turn I'll be able to place them, but my pool's picking up. I love that pool filled up because I could place my units anywhere I want on the map next turn. All right, we're gonna keep on going here. These units are behind, so we're gonna go ahead and oh, okay, there's not helos there then. Okay, one more unit to disband. We'll be right back. Gyro was a 2 that time in the swamp forest. It'll be a 3, and it says yes +1 though. We'll give ourselves another insurgency command point credit. 32 go up there, and the old boy is definitely disbanded, although barely. All right, that yes +1, when you're organizing units, that means that yes, he will form and be able to be placed, but at an added cost of +1 insurgency points. So we don't gain another 2 points when we get them back. But maybe that's the way we should do it. But no, we just give us back 1 point when we disband them. I think that's going to be it. My pool has 6 units in it. I think the rest of my insurgency units are full strength. There might be some that took a hit though. Let me see here, back here. He's full strength. He is half strength, but he's in a precarious spot. If he does cross over the border to grab, Honduras comes into the war, so we'll just leave him there to be on the safe side. I don't like the old boy that lingers around here, though. I think he needs to get rid of him, free up my units, but it is getting towards the end of the game. After this turn, there's only 2 more turns left. That'll be it for my second insurgency disbandment phase, helicopter transport. Let me check that out real quick, and I'll return to base phase. Alright then, it is the end of my turn. The only thing we did, we had a whole bunch of Hueys sitting in one of these hexes on their own. Since I disbanded my insurgency units in that hex, we just moved them over here to this air group. I don't know how much use they are or what the lift capability is. One of them is taking a hit and only has half a capability, so I think maybe all 3 of them can move a battalion, but we'll see how it goes. Other than that, this is it. That's what the way everything looks at the end of the Contra turn. Get the town. They nailed me on that sucker. The locals repulsed the insurgents, so got some pretty tough cops. Local militias in that town. Or my insurgents were lame. Hold on a second for a coffee break. Alright then, luckily we're holding on to our victory point hexes here, 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 and here. Maybe going for some guerrilla warfare against some of these sites back there, but other than that, that is it. We are going to go down here. Oh, we got a demolitions phase? Oh no, return to base. No demolitions, I don't believe. Repair, yes. So this marker here will be flipped over to its one side, and after next turn, the airport will be able to receive air units. See if we wanted to airlift anybody down here, if we can hold on to it that long. No reinforcements in the turn stage. Come back, it will be put everybody back in, get everything ready for turn number 11 of 12. Be back. Alright, I gotta put a little bit of a pause on the player A, boys. We're coming over here. We gotta roll for the weather for our new turn, turn number 11. And we're on the 2 to 15 turntable. And we will get a +1 because the last turn was clear, or rather a -1. Yeah, that's right. Alright, so turn number 11, -1. Let me show you what the speed logged. Oop, die roll was. We'll be right back. Got a weather roll of 4. That equals 3, and that means it's clear. So we've had clear weather through this whole game. As you can see here, it's prevailing through turns 2 through 15. It really doesn't kick in unless you get a bad die roll. Although it's getting a little bit close, but it climbs on up here as you get more into the game. We won't get into those longer turns. This is only a 12-turn game, but I guess it's representing the rainy season. All right, turn number 11. One more turn left. Supplies good. This unit here is out of supply. Supply sources for the communist player. It does not include a town, so as odd as that may be, yeah, he is out of supply. The rest of our boys here are good. When we come back, it will be the ground unit movement phase. Let me go and open up my vlog for my opponent and make sure he is up to date. Moving kind of quick, but he's always ready to go, so we'll be back. All right, regular ground unit movement for my opponent is done, and we will move on to the guerrilla attack phase. I doubt if he has any guerrilla attacks, but I will check. If not that, well, we skip the ground unit reorganization phase, but he has no reorganization points or no units to reorganize. Guerrilla attack, we're down here to ground unit movement, and next will be insurgency movement. So we will see how long it takes for him to do that. He was pretty well caught up. He said he had these moves ready to go, but now we're gonna be, there might be a little bit of delay, but you won't notice it on power of video. So we'll be back.